This summer, coming to screens near you is the opportunity of a death time. Fresh fruit from the table to the repetitions. Art is dealt like cards. Cue the music, action. Right, here we go. Okay, everybody, I want, okay, do you know what I mean? They say that in England, British soccer, which I don't have much to do with, but, if I, huh, if you have your feet under my table, Anyway, it's just the way I like art, kind of spacey and stuff, you know. Because if you're rich, then you're a dick. Dick is short for Richard. I have respect for the Clintons. Kind of going on this kind of, Novo trip, It's like, I look like Jay Leno, before I had the surgery. Removed my head, Well, and they all showed up to laugh at me, but I was too out of it, on the amisulpride and the Solian for the nausea from the sergeant anesthetic. It was a sergeant anesthetic, that removed my kneecaps, Chelsea smile. I don't know why he kneecapped him and gave him a Chelsea smile, There's no need to cut it from arsehole to cunt, There was never any clitoris anyway, It was the seventh night, She's a Muslim, man. An extremist fundamentalist, A letterbox head, a bank robber, That's just what they're like. Trim your dick, cut out my porch monkey, No clit, no helmet, Peeling it back, no way, Clitorisk? Sure, Real game. Well, there are definitely some issues with the liberation of the pornographers, Peter and Paul. When it comes to Raymond and Stringfellow, Peter Raymond and Paul Stringfellow, and anatomically, cerebrally, how pro bucket we're not, And they brought me around a nice tub of chili chocolate coleslaw full of raw pancetta, and fed it to my asshole. And I was like, well, after that, I was left a little bit sort of tweaky and dry, feeling a little bit curious. But, I proceed with that, because it's cool, it's chilled. We're down, I am Chinese whispers, bullshit, worm pat. I don't care for to be a male, so impotent. Oh, give me a breakdown. I'm everything you are. A walking study in cerebral anatomy. Yeah, so glad you could break me. Yeah, now you really caught me. Yeah, there's only nothing then. When I watch you through my compute, I just wonder, will you just fuck off? I know what it means. I'm back again.